Welcome to Various Practically Edibles, the cooking show where I make stuff that can be legally considered food. Today, I'm going to be making my very own special pie recipe. Here's what you'll need. A pan, chocolate bars, condensed milk, marshmallows and marshmallow fluff, butter, various assembled butter because you forgot to buy butter, or at least I did, Oreos, a bowl, a significantly smaller bowl, and a pie tin. The first step in making the pie is to separate the Oreo cream from the Oreo cookies. So now that we're done doing that, we can move on to the next step. The next step in making our pie is to crush the cookies. Make sure it's just cookies in here, no cream. I prefer to use my cooking hammer. This is perfectly stable. This is perfectly sterile, and I promise that's not blood. Once you've crushed your Oreos into fine powder, place the butter in the microwave. Once your butter is melted, hot, probably wear oven mitts for this part, pour it into the Oreo powder. This stage, make sure you get it all. This stage is very crucial. You then want to ouch, pain, ooh, ow. Okay, you want to mix it up into this nice mixture, which you then want to put in your pie tin. At this stage, you want to begin compressing it down into the bottom of your pie tin. This is going to form the crust. It's very important that you press it all the way up onto the sides. I forgot this part once, and that led to a very messy pie. Now you want to take your almost completed pie crust and put it in the fridge. Let this sit in here until you're done with the next steps. You want to open up your chocolate and dump it all in a very orderly chocolate pile. Oh, that's a fire hazard. We'll deal with that later. For now, you want to use your can opener that you totally are 100% amazing at using, and by that I mean I can barely use a can opener, to open the condensed milk. And pour it into the pan. Once you've made the chocolate pile into a slightly more organized chocolate pile, you want to dice it into easy to melt pieces, because we're going to be melting it.
And melting entire chocolate bars is not fun, trust me.
Once you're done cutting the chocolate into easy-to-melt pieces, add it into the condensed milk. At this point, you can add in the marshmallow fluff and marshmallows, because you forgot to buy more marshmallow fluff. Thanks, brain. Fun fact, chefs, such as myself, don't actually have brains, just coiled up spaghetti in their skull. Pardon the laughing. Evil off-camera glare. Okay. Put in all that stuff, and then put in some of this stuff. At this point, we can power on our cooktop and set it to about 4. At this point in the process, you can experiment with the ratios until it's chocolatey enough for your taste. I personally like it very chocolatey, but I found it was getting kind of thick, so I added some more condensed milk here. Basically, it doesn't matter how much of what you use, just as long as you're using it. Once you've melted down all your ingredients, pour it into the pie crust. There will be some left over in the pan, which is good, because if you leave it out, it'll basically turn into fudge. Well, I'll get a little more in, because that's the point. One time I was making this, and I thought it would be a great idea to put some on my finger to taste it. I forgot it was boiling. It ended up being not a great idea. At this point, you can take some of your Oreo cream and place it on the pie as a decorative topping. Once you filled your crust with chocolate filling and topped it with Oreo cream, you want to put it in the fridge and let it cool for many hours. Possibly overnight if you really want to do that. While we wait for our pie to cool down in the fridge, it's very important that we play with Kitchen Dog.
Oh.
Yay, Kitchen Dog. Once you're finished playing with Kitchen Dog, you can remove the finished pie from the fridge. Once you've done all that, your pie should be ready to be put on a plate and served. Warning, it's kind of hard to serve, but it's very worth it. Thank you for watching Various Practically Edibles. Tune in next time as I make my very own special recipe to deep-fried Tibetan pit viper.